Keir Starmer's critics were wrong. Here's why he's winning big. In the high-stakes arena of British politics, Keir Starmer stands as a figure of both promise and controversy. Critics have been vocal, asserting that his leadership marks a betrayal of traditional Labour values. However, they are fundamentally misreading the political landscape. Starmer is not just surviving, he is strategically positioning himself and the Labour Party for unprecedented success, and here's why that matters. The backdrop of Starmer's ascent as a nation grappling with the fallout of Brexit, a decision that has reshaped the political landscape and left many feeling disillusioned. In this context, Starmer's approach to leadership has been both pragmatic and visionary. Critics argue that his moderation dilutes Labour's core ideals, but this perspective underestimates the profound shifts occurring within the electorate. The British public is weary of division and is increasingly yearning for a unifying force. Starmer's measured stance provides a stark contrast to the chaos of recent years, positioning him as a leader capable of healing the wounds inflicted by Brexit and its aftermath. Many fear that Starmer's critics, including prominent figures within the party, are trapped in a bygone era. They cling to the notion that a return to hard left policies will ignite a revival, reminiscent of the Corbyn era. However, history teaches us that electoral success requires more than ideology, it demands an understanding of the electorate's pulse. The 2019 general election was a wake-up call, revealing the consequences of ignoring the concerns of traditional Labour voters in key constituencies. Starmer's strategy, focusing on rebuilding trust and addressing pressing issues like the cost of living crisis, reflects a shrewd acknowledgement of this reality. The stakes could not be higher as the country stands at a crossroads. Starmer's leadership is consequential not merely for Labour, but for the entire nation. He is navigating a landscape marked by economic uncertainty, social upheaval, and a political system in flux. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to redefine the party's identity and reconnect with the electorate. While critics argue that his centrism lacks the zeal needed to inspire grassroots movements, they ignore the fact that a stable, moderate approach can galvanize a broader coalition of support. Starmer's opponents have not been shy in their critiques. Analysts warn that his refusal to engage in populist rhetoric could alienate younger voters who crave boldness and clarity. Yet, this caution may well serve to strengthen his position in the long run. By appealing to a wider demographic and fostering a sense of stability, Starmer is laying the groundwork for a resilient Labour Party, one that can adapt to changing political currents while remaining true to its foundational principles. As we reflect on the implications of Starmer's strategy, we must also recognize the powerful figures in the shadows. Influential voices within the party, like Angela Rayner and other key allies, are shaping a narrative that could either bolster or undermine his efforts. The interplay between these personalities adds another layer of complexity to an already intricate political puzzle. It's a fight for the soul of the party, and every decision carries the weight of history. Starmer's leadership is not without its risks. Critics argue that his cautious approach might lead to complacency, warning that the British people will not forgive a repeat of past failures. Yet, by prioritizing dialogue and consensus building, Starmer is positioning himself as a leader who values the voices of all constituents, an approach that could ultimately lead to a more robust, inclusive democracy. This is a crucial moment for the Labour Party and the nation as a whole. As Starmer navigates this turbulent landscape, the consequences of his choices will resonate for years to come. Will he succeed in transforming the Labour Party into a beacon of hope in an increasingly polarized political climate? The potential for a new era of influence hangs in the balance. In conclusion, the narrative surrounding Keir Starmer is not just a story of a man and his party. It is a reflection of the broader struggle for the future of Britain. The stakes are high, and the time for action is now. The country stands at a pivotal juncture, and every voice matters. It is essential for supporters to rally behind a leadership that seeks unity and progress. Like, subscribe, and join this growing movement for a better Britain. Together, we can shape the future, ensuring that the lessons of the past guide us towards a brighter tomorrow.